Most DJs just load up a track and completely wing it. They hit play, maybe find the beat in their headphones, and hope that it works out. But here's what separates a confident DJ from one who's always guessing: knowing your music before you even touch the controller. When you actually break a song down, you understand its structure, you know exactly where you can get in and where you can get out. And that is when mixing stops feeling like a gamble and starts feeling intentional. Today, I'm going to take two tracks: Jonas Blue, Edge of Desire, and John Summit, Trompetas. I'm going to map them out completely from scratch, set my hot cues with my color system live on camera, and then mix them together so you can hear exactly what that preparation sounds like on the other side. It's as if you are here with me. Let's jump in. Okay, let's do this. I've gone ahead and loaded this up. I've got Edge of Desire on the left side. I've got Trompetas on the right side. I am plugged into the controller right now, but that's not because I need to be. In fact, you can map, and you should map even not connected to the controller. Get in the habit of doing that. That way you can map songs while you're sitting at a doctor's office or on an airplane or on a train somewhere. You don't have to feel like I can only map songs when I have my controller on me. That's a huge tip. Pro tip. All right, here we go. Looks like the beat grid is already set. The high key, the first high key is definitely off, so let's go ahead and turn that off. I'm also going to turn Quantize on right now. Quantize is super important, so if I were here, and let's say when I zoom out, it looks as though I'm on the actual grid. If I set a hot cue there, then when I zoom in, I realize I'm not on the grid. So even here with Quantize on, I didn't move position. Look at where I'm at. I'm still in that position. But now with the Quantize on, if I hit a hot cue, you'll notice that it snaps to the grid. So that's what I want. So we're going to snap to the grid. All right, let's go through it. Here we go. Now we're looking to count the bars. I'm going to set point here. I'll talk to you a little bit later about what these all mean. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set another hot cue there. My bass line comes in here. At this point, I would have already wanted to be into the actual song itself. I'm going all in, sun in the morning, we're better be together. So my vocals obviously have started already. This technically is the chorus, or the hook, right? With electronic dance music, this is the hook. Here's the mix point though. Let's see. So if I were to mix out of this song, this could be a good place to get out of it. It's mostly instrumental. I'd say for this entire 16 bars. And then we have this change. So all the big drums have now come out. And we have this for 8 bars. It's almost like a little bit of a mini break. Okay, so let's go back to this real quick. So I'm going to use beat jump, which, by the way, I have my beat jump controls down here. I can turn my beat jump controls on here inside of Serato. If I go to the back end, show beat jump controls, I want to make sure that's checked on. And then I basically have this bottom row that this is loops on the top row, and the bottom row is now beat jump. So I can now jump back 1, 2, 16, 16 beats and another 16 beats, which this is a total of 8. Right, and I could also set this up as a loop, which I might do that in a minute. Vocal comes back. So here's the thing: if we're gonna get out of this song soon, then I'm gonna get out of it either here or I'm gonna get out of it here. Now, if I get past that point, now the vocals come back, and now I've got to basically stay in until the end of this. Otherwise, it's gonna feel incomplete. And this is our chorus. By the way, I'm also looking at the phrasing. So this is 4, 4, 4, 4. That's a total of 16 bars. So 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars. Or in this outro. Right, not yet. Right here. And this is going to be your natural mix point. So Jonas Blue, when he produced this song, this is the natural mix point. So we've got 4, 4, 4, 4, and then we've got an extended outro here that keeps going for another 8 bars. Right, we have this as well that we could use. Now let's go ahead and mark this off. I'm going to mark this off. I'm going to say this is 8. Now, typically, I don't know if I would make all of these hot cues. I really want to try to stick to about 6 hot cues total, but that's okay. Some of these longer tracks, you're going to instrumental, just drums. Some of these longer tracks, you're going to want to use more hot cues. You don't want to overcue. There's definitely such a thing as overcuing. In this case, I do have this. I do have this halfway point. I could probably get rid of the halfway point, and then I have this bass line. So now that we've done this, we now know the track, right? In my system, you'll see this here, this color coding thing you'll see here, right? This color coding, not thing, it's really important. I'm using color to denote length. Pause, I'll let that sink in for a moment. So color doesn't mean intro, it doesn't mean chorus, it means length. So when I look at this, I can see instantly 16 bars, another 16 bars here. I've got a total of 32 bars before the vocal starts, right? And then the vocal starts here. That's where this vocal starts. And then I've got 16 bars as my mix point. I've got this 8 bars that's here, which I'm leaving this as green right now because I think I'm going to set this as a loop. So if I wanted to set this as a loop, let's go ahead and set this as a 32 beat loop. Now, I can save this loop so that I have it. I can always reference back to it. Now, some of you are saying, yeah, coach, that's great, but I don't want what if we don't want the, this part, this hit right here? There's a hit in the very beginning of this. Right, that. Like a downlifter. So maybe what we want is we want the second half. So instead, let's do this, instead of 32, let's do the 16. So it goes. Right? And we've got that. So let's maybe use this, and we're going to use this as my melody loop. And that, by the way, doesn't have a length. It's forever. right? So I can set this as a point. I can also use this as it is with 8 bars. I'm just going to leave the little green point here. In fact, I'm going to put the green point on where I've actually got the loop. Now, what you'll probably notice is when I deleted that, it set the hot cue in the right position. So it didn't, and that's because I've got another setting on, which is sort cues and loops chronologically. So I want to have that checked on. That way, when I set a hot cue here, it's not at the very end on my list, right? So it puts them in chronological order. This makes it a lot less confusing. Okay, so now that I've got those, I now have different ways to get out. I got this 16 bar to get out. I've also got this 16 bar to get out. I've got the most natural 16 bar here. And then I've got this 8 bar just there. I also have this loop. So if I want to use that, I can. I've got multiple ways out. I've got like 5 different ways out. It's huge. So now that I've done that work, it's saved to the track, which is great because now I always have it. I don't ever have to worry about it ever again. Now, before we mix these songs together, I need to figure out the John Summit song. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to figure out the very beginning of it. So we'll keep it simple for right now. Maybe we'll do another video on the reverse. But let's do this first. Let's cue up to the very beginning. Let's figure out what the intro is. Okay, so this is very interesting because this goes 2 bars and then this hits. So let's go ahead and set a point here. So that was 8. And you'll notice now, you might say, well, coach, now the numbers are off. What's happening here? That's because the grid had this, Serato had this where this is actually the 1. So here's what I'm going to do on this one. What we're going to do is I'm going to reset the grid. I'm going to have the grid start from here on where my downbeat comes in. So let's go ahead and hit edit grid. I'm going to clear the grid and then I'm going to set the grid. That's it. And then save. So now what you'll notice is this is -1, this is -2. So I've got 2 bars, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. So this is 4 bars, another 4 bars, all right, total of 8 bars. And then on the 9, I'm going to set a point there. House music is all about adding and subtracting. It's like sounds come in. Okay, so now we've got a bit of a build here. So we've got 4 bars, another 4 bars, another 4 bars, and another 4 bars, and then the drop comes in. Then the beat drops. Okay, so in this case, and this is really important to know your song. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set another hot cue here. This is going to be our build. And I just want to show you how I'm going to do this today. Okay, so we're going to set that. You'll notice I put a -2. That means it's half the intro. You might say, Coach, why are you doing that? Why do you put a half? Well, if I wanted to just use it from the red, I could. So that gives me another place to cue up to. So it gives me 2 intros. So I have the intro for 16 bars, but I also could take it from the 8. In this case, I could also take it from the build if I really wanted to. Okay, so let's just do this. With it just being set up like this, now look how easy this is. Now I'm just literally lining up the colors and the colors. So do you see anything that is pink, pink to pink? Right here, right? So this pink and this pink. So technically, this could fit under there. Right? So let's go ahead and try it. But now, before we do, let me just reset my studio for a second. Okay, what you're gonna see me do this. In fact, here, look, I'm taking my stool, I'm moving it, I'm getting it out of the way. You're gonna see all the raw of this thing because I want to show you what proper practice looks like. So we say proper practice makes progress. We'll put it up here on the screen. Proper practice makes progress. Not perfect, progress. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this ready here. I'm going to give you my overhead. There we go. Look at it. I'm giving you all, this is all happening live real time. I just want to show you that I'm not playing around. There's no like, no funny business here. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and see if we've got this here. Yep, so you can see it all. I'm also going to use a pair of headphones. Again, proper practice makes progress. I want to use my headphones. I want to be able to hear what this sounds like before it comes in. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my headphones. With the other track here, I'm going to go ahead and cue this up to where, that's fine, where it's at. Now in this case, I'm just using Beat Sync. Listening to what this sounds like in my headphone. I think it's pretty good. All right, so let's see what this... Okay, we're getting close. You ready to put it all together? Here we go. Pink and pink. So that was 8 bars. That was 16 bars. Got another 16. Okay, we got another 8. Almost there. Well, there it is. Just like that, right? We're able to go from one to the other. Now, I could mix this a multitude of different ways because we've got different hot cues, right? So we're looking at this, we've got different ways to get in and out. And I haven't even finished mapping out the John Summit because we could also reverse it and we could come back the other way. This is where your confidence is going to come from. I don't want you to spend so much time here. This is great. Like getting comfortable here is good, but you need to be able to spend more time here. Mapping songs. Most DJs practice wrong. You should spend 70% of your time downloading, mapping, setting hot cues. That's where your real time should go in terms of your practice time. 30% of your time or so should be spent on the actual rig itself. But I want you to try to get in the habit of proper practice so that you're actually mapping out songs before you try and mix them. This is going to be a little bit of discipline on your part, but you can do it, and I'm here to help. If you haven't done so yet, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Every single one of our subscribers, we appreciate you. Also, if you like this video, make sure to comment below. Give me something. Ask me a question. Engage with me on that. That really helps the channel. That helps other people find videos like this. And, by the way, if you enjoyed this, you'll also enjoy this one. I'll see you on the next one.